Do you see anyone you are familiar with in this picture? If yes, then you are a real Skibidi investigator. But if you didn't find anything, don't worry. Because in this video, I will tell you everything about Skibidi Toilet Multiverse episode 17, and about who is on this picture. So watch this video till the end to not miss the most epic and scary episode of all time. This episode was so scary, I might not be able to sleep today. Hello everyone, Elite Upgraded Clockwoman here. Subscribe and like the video to help me marry Elite Clockman. And let's go. The episode starts with warning that this episode has jump scare. And this is first time we see a message from Dom Studio. And then we see a camera woman. Yes, in this episode, we're gonna be as POV camera woman. And I think this is cool. I don't remember seeing this in original Skibidi Toilet series. I wonder if one day we're gonna see POV TV woman or even drill woman. But no, F drill woman, Elite Clockman will be mine. So where was I? Yeah. And we're on an elevator right now. Going up, and doors open. And we see a Skibidi toilet, and also cameraman and speakerman, fighting. And she takes a screwdriver, and throws it in Skibidi toilet. And she attacks other Skibidi toilet with hands, and then pushes him out of windows. That was cool, I gotta say. And we see other two Skibidi toilets that want to attack POV camera woman. But she pulls out a gun and shoots them. And I want to point out how strong she is. She is stronger than other POV cameraman that we saw before, and we see other Skibidi toilets hitting cameraman out of this window. But we hit this Skibidi toilet too, and she tries to save a cameraman in the air, and she reaches him, and she uses her jetpack and lands him. And there are a lot of cameramen too. And we see a flying Skibidi toilet that actually looks a lot like G-Man. But it's not him. And another cameraman has been blown up, and she flies right at him. And she pushes this Skibidi toilet into the blades of the helicopter, and she kills him. And we can see that she's not only super strong, but also cold-minded. And she have a very quick reaction. She is like super soldier. If all cameramen were like her, then I think the war between Alliance and Skibidi toilets ended quickly. And we see that her camera is dirty, and she cleans up, and we can see a closer look where we are right now. And we see a Skibidi Toilet Base 3, like I said in the previous video about leaks. I said that in episode 17, we are probably gonna see a Skibidi Toilet secret base. And yes, we are seeing it right now. But what's inside this base is insane. So watch this video till the end to not miss it. We also see a lot of dead Skibidi toilets. And one dead speaker man. We can also see cameraman giving thumbs up. Could this be a simp cameraman? We see him in episode 7, when he trying to reach TV woman. But I don't think it's him. And she turns the camera. And we can see an elite cameraman, my love. And what is he doing? He is just standing and watching others. But why? Why doesn't he help the other cameraman? We already know that he's a traitor. And maybe that's why he doesn't want to help. He just watches like, is everything going according to his plan? Or something like that? And then a big black cloud appears. Maybe this is TV man returning from secret mission. No, that's a big Skibidi toilet. Somebody in my comments called it a nightmare Skibidi toilet. And I like that. We're gonna call it that. And this nightmare Skibidi toilet have 2 monsters. And also have 2 blasters. And he have armor on him. Also, his teeth is corrupted. And most importantly, he is blind. He has a black substance like Skibidi toilet from episode 16. Maybe they are somehow connected. I think this 2 nightmare Skibidi toilets was created right in this base. And what's inside this base is just very scary. And yeah, we can see that he can't see. And POV camera woman ready to shoot. But cameraman stops her, because if she shoots, this beast starts to destroy everything, and we have to be quiet. And we can see how cameraman even closes a Skibidi toilet. And again, Elite Clockman stands still, and waiting for something. And I'm wondering why POV camera woman doesn't notice him at all. She's looking right at him. But she's like, okay, Elite Clockman, I see you, and I don't care at all. That's just weird. If I were her, I wouldn't hesitate to run up to him and kiss him. And I don't care about this big Skibidi toilet. I just want to meet him in real life. A him. But yeah, we also see other cameramen sneaking around, and we see how cameraman accidentally hits the can, and nightmare Skibidi toilet just destroys him. And he goes on a rampage, but then he just flies away, and destroys whole building, and we see him flying. And other cameraman runs away like something is going to happen. And cameraman pushes POV camera woman closer to him. And then we can see explode, and he flies closer. And cameraman says we have to run and hide, and we climb on this window, but POV camera woman doesn't need to. She just uses jetpack to jump, and it looks like they are safe. But then something kills cameraman and building too. But then we can see a nightmare Skibidi toilet. And the scary thing is that POV camera woman was on the verge of death, and he is aiming at us, but then we see a red laser, and who can it be? Maybe Titan Drill Man? No. This is upgraded Titan Speaker Man, and I talked about him in my video about leaks episode 17, but I gotta say this again. But he looks super cool, his armor, and he also has a blasters, which he loses in episode 11 when he fought with SKIBIDI Toilet with magnets. But this blasters also got upgraded. We can see a blasters on them and Titan Speakerman ready to fight. He first uses his main ability, and this is his speaker. This is very clever, because this thing can only hear but not see. And if Titan Speakerman can damage his hearing, then he will be defeated. He also makes a clever move when he fights against SKIBIDI Toilet with magnets, when he uses his flamethrower on magnets, and they don't work anymore because of the heat, and he's trying to hit him. But Speakerman just dodges, and Speakerman uses his new blasters. And then he turns him over, but SKIBIDI Toilet also has his blasters, and shoots with them in Speakerman, and Speakerman stars to hit him. And he separates his weapon and starts to use his flamethrowers, and we can see that he starts to lose his armor, and Speakerman starts to use SKIBIDI Toilet weapon against him. And we see that his blades can separate and hit him another time, and he starts to use speakers again, and he kills him, and that was cool fight. I like it. And Speakerman wasn't hurt at all. He really got upgraded for sure. And he shows a thumbs up to POV camera woman, and she also shows it to Speakerman. And we see that TV woman is calling us to her, and we use the jetpack to get there faster, and here we are, and others are trying to open this big door. But they can't. I think Titan Speakerman can break down this door, but it's best not to, because if he does, it might set off the alarm. And TV woman is like, that's bad, but then she lands a hand to Oos, and we take her hand, and we teleport right into SKIBIDI Toilet's base. And we can see that base is already alarmed. We can also see a clock and arrow on the wall. But where this arrow leads, we go forward quietly, because if someone will hear us, it will be a bad time. And we see a door, and this is a warning, do not enter. And we can also see a Morse code. And when we translate this code, we get a message, The Shining. And what does that mean? This is actually an Easter egg from a movie called The Shining, and we don't care. And TV woman opens door, and we can see two female SKIBIDI Toilets that are playing with cameraman dolls. And these two SKIBIDI Toilets is Easter egg from that movie that I talked about. These two SKIBIDI Toilets have a claws, and also a robotic hands. They also wearing some kind of dress. And we can also see right in the hand of this SKIBIDI Toilet is TV woman. And this TV woman is similar to TV woman from old Dom Studio animation videos about her. And they kill this doll. It is horrifying. We can see that Dom Studio is really going more into horror now. And we can also see a drawings on the wall. We also see a door in the end of the room. And this SKIBIDI Toilet is noticing us, and we can see a very scary scene. They ready to kill us right here. But TV woman closed the door, and she is like, what was that? And we go to the main door, and we see another SKIBIDI Toilet eating other SKIBIDI Toilet. So there are SKIBIDI Toilets that eat each other? What kind of experiments are they doing here? We also see that he killed a lot of SKIBIDI Toilets here, and we see a screamer. Dom Studio warned about this in the beginning. And also, this SKIBIDI Toilet is very similar to Momo, and she tries to kill us, but TV woman helps us. And she also starts to burn. But she starts to laugh, so fire doesn't work on her. And also, all SKIBIDI Toilet that we meet in this lab are actually female. And a strange coincidence that we play as female character, maybe that means something? And she is approaching, but an arrow flew into her, and she dies. And yes, this is Elite Clockman. With ISO Toilet and Moby, finally Elite Clockman appeared again, and he gives an okay sign and funny detail, but his clocks is in the same time, like the clocks we see when we first arrived here. And other funny detail, but I'm in love with him, and I want a babies from him. Ahem. But we can see how TV woman is reading a secret document, a SKIBIDI apocalypse. We see the same document in episode 13, but when Speakerman reads it, Elite Clockman kills him, and then POV cameraman. But ISO Toilet and Moby wanted to stop her, but Elite Clockman stops them and says, no, don't touch her. And she scans this document, and then scan complete, and then she send complete. And episode ends, and what can I say? This was a very cool episode. But why is Elite Clockman don't touch TV woman when she's reading this document? I think that's because this was a plan of Elite Clockman all along, and when he stood and watched it, he watched because to make sure everything goes smoothly, and no one can interrupt them. Yes, I mean TV woman and Chimera woman. This is actually a fake document. And the files that are inside that document are all fake, so that's why Elite Clockman doesn't touch her, and let her send that document to Alliance. Or maybe the reason why Elite Clockman didn't attack TV woman is because he knew Elite Cameraman would go after him and start his villain arc if he touched her lol. And that's all for secrets. Maybe I missed something. Write in the comments, and if you have your theories, Write them in the comments too. I'm very interested to read, subscribe, and leave a like. Bye.